Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new episode of Pop Culture Primas.
Wow.
I don't believe that. I thought this.
We're both riding the struggle bus today.
I don't understand because I feel like this has happened like multiple episodes where we're both
Yes.
like, ugh, not okay. And it's Sunday night, and I feel like a human again. It did not feel like one this morning.
Yeah.
Um, I just need to sleep.
Same. I'm just drained from having people here
Yeah, you
visiting for the
posted.
weekend, so I'm just like my social media is like way in the
Yeah,
negatives. So that's my struggle. Thankfully I'm not hungover.
yeah.
Yeah. You.
Me, on the other hand, I don't know. I had literally no self control. Not myself. Just finished a whole bottle of wine. I don't even drink.
So I can drink a bottle of wine by myself and be okay.
But okay, so I don't drink as much anymore.
Oh, okay.
So if I do drink, like I haven't had wine probably in like a couple months. And then the last time I drank was
Thanksgiving, you said?
yeah, Thanksgiving. I made like that punch. Or like the one time we were recording and I had like that peach vodka.
Yeah.
That was disgusting. But it's like a drink here and
Yeah.
there. And I didn't have any. I don't know. I'm just like I grabbed the first cup I could find, and it was just like a regular glass, and I just filled that bad boy up. So I was more than halfway done with that bottle within like a half hour, 45
Okay.
minutes.
Yeah. That's a lot. That's a short period of time for a bottle of wine. Yeah.
So
I will say the wine that I drink is it's the Cupcake brand and it's called Lighthearted and it's the
mhm,
zero sugar or low in sugar.
okay,
So they have rosé. I think they have some type of Chardonnay, and I think they might have a red that's no sugar. But I drink the rosé. It tastes amazing, and I do not have a headache the next day. And because that's why I'm like, I could drink a whole bottle of that and be totally fine. So maybe give that a try.
okay,
Yeah.
or just no,
Or
just
no.
no more.
Yeah. Yeah. That's also, yeah.
Take it easy. Stick to other um, supplements or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. That's also an option, but
Oh God. But I do feel old.
yes. Like, how do we mix everything under the sun, sleep for like 2 hours, and then like go to work the next day or like leave wherever it was that we were at? How?
I have no idea.
How? I don't know. Like, and so I just remember this. So when a lot of times that we were doing this, I was working at the grocery store. Remember, I was a cashier at that grocery store on
Enjoli?
Eurofresh or something like that. Eurofresh Market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
um, my go-to meal in the morning when I had to open, I buy a bottle of pop, the like Coke
Hmm.
Zero, and then a bag of plain chips. And that was like my go-to like recovery to wake up. And everybody knew that was my go-to if
It's
I
your
had been
hungover
drinking.
meal.
So
Yeah.
everyone they're like, "Oh, Alyssa was drinking last night. Alyssa was drinking last night."
Don't
Because that's
mind
what I would
me.
do to feel a little better, to feel human. Every time I had an opening shift, which was like almost all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't I don't know what I did. Um I think I would eat Portillo's a lot
Oh,
hungover.
yes, Portillo's.
But yeah, I don't know how we would literally be out to like 3, 4 in the morning. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, sleep for a little bit and then go to work
Yep.
and then maybe go out that same night.
Yes.
I literally interacted with nobody last night,
Yep.
just myself, and I'm exhausted. How?
It's exhausting getting old. It's not fun anymore.
No, and I like obviously I chose this battle and this struggle. So like having Lincoln, and he's a very talkative child, but I'm just like, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Like there's just question on question on question. And then the guy downstairs, it's like chain smoking and it's like coming up into my
Oh,
apartment. And I'm just so overstimulated. I was like,
yeah.
everyone smells, sounds, go away.
Yeah,
Like I
I will
can't.
say I was in a casino last night because they wanted to watch the fight and my hair smells like
Your hair smells like
cigarettes.
cigarettes.
Yes.
Ugh.
And I just don't want to, I'm too lazy to wash it because it takes forever
Yeah.
to dry and I don't want to blow dry it. So I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, I'm just going to have to
Just tough it out.
tough it out, put some dry shampoo, something before I go to sleep because I can't.
Yeah, I can smell that cigarette smell.
Yeah, can't do it. Can't do it. Ugh, all right, well, let's move on since we're both struggling today. Some happy news. Okay, why did my phone autocorrect it?
Okay,
Christina
because I was
Ricci.
like, whoa, like I don't know who that
Not
is.
Christina Rocco. Christina Ricci welcomes baby Cleopatra Ricci Hampton. Okay,
Oh,
if I
so
were that
cute.
baby, I would just keep my name Cleopatra Ricci because how freaking cool does that name sound?
Cleopatra Ricci.
Yes, I
Sounds
think
like
it's
a
cool.
spell.
Or Cleo Ricci. I don't know. It's fun. I like
Did
it.
she put Cleopatra like the full name,
So
or
no,
did
in
she put Cleo?
her Instagram post it just says Cleo, but in news reports like the articles that have been posted, I think it was the husband that posted the full name. Her full name is Cleopatra.
Have you met anybody named Cleopatra?
No.
Me neither.
So unique.
I mean, it's like common, like people are familiar with the name, but I don't think I've ever met anybody. Maybe
No.
like Cleo.
Yeah, I've heard of Cleo, but I've never met or not even met, but like come across like a name on a list or heard the name, like overheard the
The
name
full name
Cleopatra.
Cleopatra.
Never.
Mm-mm.
So very unique. Very
Yeah,
cute
that
though.
baby is
Oh
chubby.
my
I just want
goodness.
to
Oh,
squeeze the rolls on Pepe.
seriously. Oh, well, congrats to her. Kim Kardashian files to be
Hmm.
legally separated from Kanye West and to drop the surname West.
Okay, so legally separated or legally single?
Oh, sorry, single. Same thing. Wait,
That's what
no,
confused me. Because
single.
to be legally
Yes,
single, I'm like,
single.
okay, yeah, you're separated. Like you guys
Yes,
aren't
yes.
married.
Sorry, legally single. Because, like I said, I think Jenna Dewan Tatum, she did that with Channing Tatum, or Jenna Dewan now, sorry, did that with Channing Tatum because their divorce proceedings were taking so long, and she started dating that guy that
Yeah,
she's now engaged to and has a kid with. So she filed to be declared legally single in the
yeah,
eyes of like the law, basically. So that way, if their divorce for whatever reason kept going on, she could still get married and whatnot.
got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I'd never heard. But then he also was performing. I don't know if he had a
Yes.
concert, and he said it's like a lyric of a song, like "Run Back to Me."
Yeah.
And he like had like a little breakdown.
Yes.
It's kind of sad.
It is. So it's concerning because Kanye's making all these like comments and whatnot, and then like Kim's doing her own. It's like what's happening? Like what's going on here? But then she's like showing up to support him at concerts and stuff, which is great. But it's like
Yeah.
what is happening?
I think I don't know. I'm not a huge Kanye West fan. I can't like really support him just because I feel
No,
like
but
he's
I
very
will
problematic.
say the song "Praise God" is like my freaking. I've listened to that song on repeat for like
Is it
weeks.
his like newest?
Yes. The
Okay.
sound is on TikTok. If you hear the sound, you know exactly what
Not
it is.
always ready
It's
for the day. Something
yes.
can't always be night.
Yes. Oh, that
Um,
song is actually really good.
and he does have like decent music. Like I'm
Yeah.
not gonna knock his like artistry, but I feel like he's a raging narcissist,
Yeah.
and everything that he's doing again. But he does have he suffers from like mental illness, so it's just like maybe this is a combination of stress and all this happening at the same
Maybe.
time, and he's not taking care of himself, and it's I don't
Yeah.
know. I think Kim
And
is doing everything that she can to be like civil and
yeah, and to
amicable, and
talk
like
him off
be
the ledge, if
yeah,
anything.
like
Yeah.
to still like because I feel like I don't know, like if she does just say like I'm done with you, like he might do something kind of
Chaotic,
scary or
yeah.
I don't know. So I
Yeah.
think she's doing everything that she can to like
Show that she still
salvage
supports
as
him, but
much.
like
Yeah,
be there for him in a way where, that's, I don't know. Yeah, that's very tricky, scary. Because you just assume that he's getting the help because he has access to it, not like other people who need the help
don't.
and don't have
Yeah,
access to it. So you just assume that he's doing it, but it's sounding like he's not. But
yeah.
we don't know. Maybe he is, and he's just a weirdo. Like, I don't know. But yeah, it is concerning. So, but yes, filed to be legally single and to drop West from her name.
Which is going to be very hard for her branding wise because her makeup is Kim Kardashian West. It's KKW.
But I think because it's Kim Kardashian, I think she's gonna be okay. You know what I mean?
Is that going to stay like with the West?
I
Like,
don't
because that's
know.
the brand name?
I mean, maybe she's gonna rebrand it. Maybe she's just gonna
Hey,
rebrand everything.
I did see a video. Do you remember what Skims was first called when it came out? And she
Oh,
got so much backlash for
yes.
it.
What was? Oh, it was called something crazy. Yeah, it was called something that. Yeah, what was it?
Kimono.
Oh,
She went from kimono to Skims. And
yeah.
Skims is like, it makes sense because it's like Kim, but
Yeah.
Skim.
Yeah.
But yeah, I completely forgot that that was the original name for that line. So she probably can and will like.
Yeah. And again, because she's Kim Kardashian, she will not have a problem doing that.
It still says Kim Kardashian West on Instagram though.
Interesting.
I checked yesterday. So like her name is Kim Kardashian, but then in her bio it says Kim Kardashian West, and
Huh.
then there's the link to the KKW fragrance page and Skims. So
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, this stuff takes time, so I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what Kim's got up her sleeves, because or should we say Chris? We'll see what Chris has up her sleeves.
Yeah.
Chris got some plans. Some more news on the Kardashian clan. So it's being reported that Travis Scott has been removed from the Coachella line. For the Coachella lineup. Coachella hasn't confirmed it, but other reports are reporting that, like other news outlets are reporting this, and also there was like a petition, over 60,000 people signed.
I saw that one.
Yeah, and it was announced the other day. So I didn't know this. The hard seltzer cacti, I've seen it. I've never tried it. That's Travis Scott's line. Like, that's his hard seltzer through the whatever beverage company this is. And the company announced a few days ago that they are no longer going to make or sell his hard seltzer.
Dang.
Yeah, so. Yeah.
I mean, his pockets are going to hurt.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I don't know. It's your responsibility as, like, an artist to be in full control of that.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny just had a concert in Puerto Rico this weekend, and he had like made an announcement in the beginning about how he wants it to be like a safe experience for everybody. And they were running behind with like security and everything, like trying to get everybody in. But you are in control of that situation.
Yeah.
Ultimately. So, I mean, good.
Yeah.
He had an interview with Charlemagne the God. I didn't watch it, but it seemed as though like he wasn't still taking any type of accountability for anything.
Yeah.
From like what I read.
Well, maybe legally he can't say that out loud and stuff, right? I feel like for legal reasons you can't like say that.
I don't know.
But yeah, another rebranding on Chris's hands.
She's busy.
Yeah, she's gonna be busy for a while because they're definitely gonna have to.
Literally everybody has like a issue except for Courtney.
Well, except for Courtney, yeah, Courtney and Kendall.
Oh yeah, I forget about her.
Yeah, right, because she's so quiet.
Yeah,
I think that's why I like her, because she's just like, because with Chloe, there's Tristan's new baby. Mm-hmm. With Kylie, she's dealing with the whole Travis thing. Kim, but yeah, it's basically Kendall and Courtney. They're just like, oh, sucks for you guys.
Yeah, we're just living our best lives.
Living our best lives over here while you guys suffer.
Have we seen anything else about Kim and Pete Davidson?
So, not really. The last thing I saw was that I guess like Pete Davidson and Miley Cyrus are like hosting some New Year's thing.
Yeah.
And Kim liked Miley's post about it or something like that. And Miley said something about him having like big dick energy or having a big dick or something like that.
Yeah. Because I was confused about that. So I don't know if it was like a bait and switch. Like maybe like Pete was, the fun like PR for Kim with the divorce and everything.
Yeah.
And then now he's actually like, is he dating Miley Cyrus or are they just hosting this event
I think they're
together?
just hosting. I don't think they're dating. I think Miley is just banking off of his big dick energy comments and all that stuff. I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so. So, but yeah, other than that, I don't recall seeing any other news with them. I did see, I don't know if it was on TikTok or an article. This could have been like maybe 2 weeks ago that some dude was at I can't remember which hotel, but he ran into Pete and Kim having breakfast there, and he
Oh,
got
okay.
like selfies with them and stuff. And I don't know. There hasn't been any other things. Again, that probably was just publicity and whatnot. So I
Yeah.
mean, I even if it wasn't, I really don't see them lasting that long. Because I feel like Pete's a smart guy, and he sees Kanye for who he is. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna let you deal with that.
And,
Let you deal with that on your own. Give me
yeah.
a call when things are settled.
Yeah.
I feel like Pete's a smart guy.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he's not. Hopefully, he will find his or maybe he won't. Not everyone's meant to be in a long-term relationship or
But again,
monogamous.
he's like 28.
Are you sure?
He just turned like 27, 28.
I
He's like
thought he was
young,
older.
so he has time. He has time. He just turned 28 on the 16th of November.
Cool.
Yeah, I thought he was at least my age, but no. The motherfucker's younger than me. It's like, oh, God, okay. Cool. But yeah, he's got time. I'm not worried about Pete.
Not worried about Pete.
I'm not worried about him. He's good.
So something I saw on TikTok, and this is like the TikTok FBI investigating. Shawn Mendes had posted a picture of like a sunset, and then I don't know who this girl is. Olivia, somebody. I couldn't find the video. I was trying to find where I had saw it.
Yeah.
Somebody. Okay, well, he had posted the sunset, and then I don't know how this person knew that this girl had posted the same thing. Hers was a video, and she's like walking in like to camera. The sunset's behind her. And they're saying it's the exact same location, and like he maybe took the video for her. So there's rumors that he's seeing this girl. Her name's Olivia something. It's not Olivia Rodrigo.
Okay.
Olivia, I don't know. She's a singer.
Yeah.
But it's just so crazy how someone could take a picture of
the things that the people can find. Like how like just okay. You know what? Some police departments need to be like, you know what? Let's get
some teenage girls on the case.
Let's get some internet sleuths on the case. Like seriously, there should be like a core of people online that they can use to help with stuff like this. Because
contract freelance positions.
It blows my mind. It really blows my mind the things that people find out. And with the whole when what was it? Kylie with her nail polish in Hollywood.
Yeah.
How do people figure this out? Like, how do they put two and two together? I don't know. But no, what people can find on the internet, it's awesome. It's pretty cool that they can do this. Honestly, I'm impressed. I really am impressed.
I think it's a talent. I think it's a skill.
Absolutely.
Applicable.
I like it.
Also, something that I had learned on TikTok and I sent it to you was actually what taxidermy is.
Yes.
And I still feel like I got to do research on this.
Right.
I don't know if I believe that.
Maybe it's because we're getting it confused. Well, no. What happens if someone gets their dead pet stuffed? Yeah.
Yeah. So do they make just a mold of this pet's body and skin stretch it?
I don't even want to look into it. I don't want to know. But yes, people, if you look how taxidermy is done, it's not what you think.
So the video is like a deer head.
Mm-hmm.
And the comments are funny because it's I thought she was doing, it looks like she's carving a butter sculpture.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, what that material was, but she's essentially carving out but then did she take the eyes out of the actual animal and put it on that?
I did not see that.
I think that was one of the first things that she did after she had the head where she needed it.
Oh, wait,
and then
so the skin, was that an actual skin from one, or was that just one that was made for this?
No, I think that was a skin, somebody had killed a deer, wanted it mounted. That was.
Wouldn't the eye rot?
I don't know. I don't fucking know how this shit works.
And I'm afraid I don't want to look up videos. I don't want to see anything.
I don't want that in my browser history at all.
No.
But I just assumed that they cut it off, and whatever is mounted on somebody's wall, I assumed it had its brain and bone and everything still in it. I thought it was embalmed or something like that.
Yeah.
Or stuff.
For taxidermy, I thought it was it was stuffed and all like the organs and all that stuff was like taken out of it. Like, you know, what they do with the dead body, like, you know, take stuff out. I thought the same thing. Like, at least
Like
it
a
was
little
stuffed, but
pet mummy.
yeah, the everything. Oh my God. Can we talk about what's going on here really quick? I'm telling you, like, come on.
Oh, New Grove.
More. Like, why does
They're
it keep
so
happening?
cute. Can I have
And
some?
look at I got another look at these. They're just like
Oh, them. They
my
look
baby hair's
curly cute.
my baby hair is growing for those that are not watching the video. Yeah, I just was under the assumption that all the stuff that could rot inside was taken out of the animal, but it was just like stuffed with like things to keep it from smelling and whatnot and stiff.
Pillow stuffing.
Yes, and like, you know, keep it stiff and whatnot. Yeah. So if anyone wants to learn and relate to us steps, that'd be great because I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to look. I don't want to look it up.
Maybe if I find like a PDF or something and read, I'll read. I don't want to see a video.
I feel like it would make me sad.
Not really, not for me. If it was like roadkill, but if it's like someone's pet, no, I can't do that.
I will not be reading about your pet
because that pet has like received love and given love, whereas animals in the wild, they've never had human love. So it's like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, but they have love from their like.
I get that, but I feel like having a human connection, like with a rat. Oh, I just can't even think about my dogs doing that. Oh.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I don't know.
Have you learned anything else on TikTok?
I rarely have been on. I've been like busy, not busy, but like in between like work, I've just been like writing and not on my phone as much. So, but I probably will soon.
Have you seen anything about like NFTs and Web3 on your For You page? I don't know. That's what we're moving into. So like so right now with the internet that we have, we're in Web 2. Whereas like the first web was like where everyone was just able to get online and you had like your email and access to information. Web 2 is now social media and like content creation and things like that. Web 3 is going to be where you can own digital space. And this is where I'm still confused. It really doesn't make sense to me. And this is where NFTs come in, and I have no idea what those are. And like cryptocurrency and stuff like that. And then all this stuff with like the metaverse with like Facebook.
Oh God, what are they doing?
They're creating like a VR, like a virtual reality type social media type thing. So with Meta.
Okay.
So essentially you create your avatar and you can hang out with other people's avatars. So like let's say we wanted to like hang out, and instead of doing this, we would just like have our avatars hang out, and we would have like our virtual reality things on. We have like a game night and stuff like that. It's very Black Mirror-y.
Yes.
And Elon Musk is that his name? Is wanting to get his Neuralink up and running by 2022, which will like give you the ability to replay memories or like things that you have in your mind. And that is also very Black Mirror. That's like literally a Black Mirror episode.
Replay how? Because I'm replaying memories right now, just thinking. So, but like,
yeah, like there would be like, I don't know if it's like an implant of some sort that you would maybe be able to like extract or like project. I don't know.
Like see it.
Like physically see it versus like right now you can like replay a memory in your head, and yeah, it seems pretty descriptive and like you're seeing everything, but versus like actually seeing it like a picture, like a video.
How in God's name can you do that? That is terrifying to me. How can... Okay.
So that's where we're moving into.
Okay.
And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up. I feel like this is how it was with like our parents' generation with like internet came out and they're like, yeah, whatever, like we'll use it to email and find stuff online, but they're like as far as like social media and stuff, they didn't really pick up on that. And I feel like now like younger generations, like so Gen Z, I think, and I don't know what Lincoln is. I think he's Gen Alpha. I think that's what his generation's being called right now.
Christ, okay.
But yeah, so have you ever seen Ready Player One?
No.
Okay. It's based off a book. And it's about like a dystopian future where everyone is just in this virtual reality world. Like people, that's just how they live.
Where are their bodies? Like where are they?
They are like they have like virtual reality like headsets on, but like the living situation isn't great. So it's like they live in trailer parks and like things are just so incredibly like
But
expensive
they can
in
afford virtual reality stuff?
like everyone has it. Like everyone has it and they
Interesting.
spend all of their money buying things in their like digital world.
Okay.
And that's what it sounds like what's happening.
That's scary.
It's change.
I
It's
I mean, I can see that for people who like with social anxiety, like if it's easier for that, but like to fully live your life like that at
mhm,
like I feel like it's probably gonna happen in like 50 years to fully
I think
live
so.
like that, and it's like what's scary to me.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. Oh my god. Okay.
I'm curious to see how it'll evolve or like how it's going to start
Yeah.
because I do feel like there is going to be people that are hesitant and they're going to be like, I'm not doing that. And then I feel like it will become just a little bit more second nature, just like how we all just go on Instagram or
Yeah.
TikTok. It's going to probably be just a little bit more normalized.
That's scary.
Hmm.
I'm still blown away about the whole memory thing. I don't know how that can be done.
Yeah.
I cannot remember the name of this podcast. I listened to this podcast. It was narrative, so it was like every episode it was the story. So every episode was like a new episode, like following the storyline. And I can't fucking remember, but basically like this girl worked at this lab, and what they did was like extract this thing from like someone's brain or eye, and they like
Hmm.
put it in this machine and they could see the
Right.
memory.
Like Minority Report had it too. There
Yeah.
was like that Tom Cruise movie had it. So it's always been like talked about in science fiction. And
Yes.
I
I
don't know. I
just
really like science fiction, so I think it's kind of cool that
So
we're kind of there.
it is cool, but I've always just kept it in science fiction. Like I just didn't
Not in
think like it
reality.
could actually ever happen. Like
Yeah.
what can you use to do that? Like is there a liquid in our brain or something or a cell or something that they have to extract? That's just yeah, I don't
I
know.
mean, we're all energy. Like our brain is like wiring. It's like
Yeah.
electricity essentially.
Yeah.
Like there's nerve impulses and things like that. And that's how I don't know. I'm assuming that those pathways would create a picture or something. I honestly do not know.
I would have to see it do it for myself to like
What's that show? The Amazon show?
oh,
That
upload?
yes.
Yes.
So it reminds me like that too. It's just like maybe if you have this Neuralink, you're like uploaded into the cloud. So like, do you ever really die? Like your consciousness is just always there. And then there's also a Black Mirror episode called San Junipero, which is like one of my favorite episodes, where that's an option for you to like when you die to upload your consciousness into this world where it seems real. Everything is as it is here.
Would you do that if you had that opportunity?
I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know. The thing that and
And the
that's
thing is, how would you know? Because what if you pay like all this money for it to be done and you're dead? You don't know if it actually, you know what I mean? They could just fucking take your money. It's
yeah,
like there's no way
or
to confirm that.
yeah. And I think this kind of like relays into the midnight mass like monologue that what's her name? Kate
Hmm.
Siegel
Hmm.
had about like what happens like when you die
Yeah.
and it's just like all of these like your brain is just like doing that one final hurrah and it's like firing everything every memory you've ever had and
Yeah.
like every great good feeling so yeah like what if you're just experiencing that and they're like yeah you're uploaded that was it that was your entire
Yeah.
eternity.
Oh my god. It's just it's freaking me out right now. I'm a little weirded out.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I mean we'll see how or like what happens in 2022 as far as like technology is concerned.
Yeah. Like I'd have to see it for myself, the memory thing. I don't want to see somebody else's thing because that could totally be staged. I want to see like one of mine, like please. But then again, I have to see it by myself. I don't want anyone else to see. I want to make sure. It's like, can you control it? Like, are you sure you're getting the right memory? What if it's something embarrassing? Like, how? Yeah, how do you get this specific? Okay, I just have too many questions. Too many questions. And we're done.
Okay,
You're
on to our
making my
weekly binge.
you're making my mind like you're making me think too much. I don't like it.
So wait.
um, I finished up to 4 seasons of Insecure.
Oh my
Yep,
god.
finished. Now I'm on season 5, so now I'm just gonna take my time because there's only like they're still
There's
going.
like
right
7
now.
episodes
Yeah.
right now.
I already looked ahead. I'm like, how many episodes are they got right now? Did not realize. I like how I don't know if it was in the first season, but like starting the second season, like there's like a show or something that they're all obsessed with watching.
Yes.
So
And
in the
then
second season, they have fucking
like,
Jack
in the background.
Ballard from Scandal, who was it was like the time period or the period piece TV show.
Yeah, it was like a slave.
Yeah, I did like the
owner.
servants and and Jack Ballard is a character in Scandal. So that actor was there. I'm like, Jack Ballard, what is he doing?
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. It's funny. Issa Rae is funny. They're a bit Kelly is Kelly.
I freaking love Kelly. Oh my god.
The Coachella episode where she gets high. She's just like talking to herself. I'm like, yep. Oh, it was funny. It's so funny. So yeah, I'm kind of disappointed. I'm only on the last season now, so it's like okay.
You went through that.
I kind of predicted the Lawrence thing. I knew that was happening. I knew it.
I was so, I don't know. That the end of season 4, I was like, what?
Yeah, I knew it. I just knew it. When like the episode where they started talking again and like he was like chit chatty with that chick, I'm like, she's gonna get knocked up and she's gonna come back and say she's pregnant. I knew it.
Well,
I knew it.
yeah.
So yeah, almost done with that. So do you recall this came out a few months ago? It's a movie. I think it's on Amazon. It's called Bliss with Salma Hayek and Owen Wilson.
It sounds familiar.
I watched 45 minutes of it and I'm like, this is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever watched. I'm like, why would Salma Hayek sign up for this? So I kept like watching to see if like something good would happen and like it just kept getting like dumber. I'm like, okay, I don't know why Salma Hayek would ever sign up for this. And then it's like, well, it was probably like the first role she was offered after the pandemic and she just took it. I'm like, you know what? That's a very good point. That's a very valid point. It's it just like it feels like you're missing a lot of information. And so we started watching it with while his friends were here. They're like, well, no, you should watch the whole thing. I'm like, no, I think I'm okay. I'm like, it just
You're done.
Yeah, I was like 45 minutes in. I'm like, I feel like there were like 3 major scenes that should have taken place that didn't because I am missing a lot of information. It was just fucking stupid. Like
They probably happened. They just cut it from the movie.
Maybe it's meant because they basically told me like, well, the entire movie, this is what's happening. I'm like, okay, but it's still stupid to me. So
yeah,
I don't recommend it.
Okay.
If you want to try and see.
I'm good.
But I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I finished Pen 15. Okay, so when it was over, I was like, "It's it," but it was like the second half of the second season, so I was like, "God damn it!"
Yeah.
And I sent you a voice memo after I finished it because I was literally bawling on that last episode.
Everyone I've seen like on social media, like on Instagram, people in their stories are like, "Why am I crying?" Like,
why am I crying?
I don't know. I think it's because we know all those feelings. We know like everything, like the roller coasters that they're going through. Like we know all that. Like everyone has experienced something like that, and I think that's why. Because it's just like hitting your childhood. It's like okay, yeah, making me relive this. Thank you.
It was so good though.
Yeah, but I'd say this was my favorite so far. So
yeah,
I keep thinking in season 3, but it's not. So second part of season 2 is my favorite so far.
Yeah. So if anyone has not watched it, the first season is fun, cringy, funny, awkward.
Yeah.
And then the first half of the second season, it starts to get a little bit more deep.
Yeah.
And then this second half, we talked about it in like the last episode or the episode before. I liked how they showed Yuki's like some of her story.
Yeah.
And like things like that. So, and that's Maya's mom, but it was just an easy, good watch.
Yeah, it was really good. I like, yeah, hit you right in the feels.
Hmm.
I like it. It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Alrighty. I watched, and just like that, the Sex and the City reboot.
Okay, are all the episodes available or is it a week thing?
It's a weekly thing,
Okay.
but the first two are on
Got it.
HBO right now.
Okay.
Although you haven't watched it yet, Jesus Christ.
But I know what happens.
Yeah. I mean, spoiler alert.
Yes. If anyone has not watched it, stop listening right now. Spoiler alert in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, so we had talked about how when they were filming, there was a funeral scene, and we were like, "Oh, whose funeral is it?" Like, we just didn't know who it is. And you find out at the end of the first episode, Big dies. And I know you didn't watch it, but did you see like the clip of when she found him?
No, I didn't see the clip. I just know he died after riding his Peloton bike.
Peloton.
And now all these articles with Peloton, or that's what spoiled it. So it's like, avoid the internet, you guys, if you can, because every article starts with, "Oh, Peloton responding to, Mr. Big's death." Well, it's
the
like,
bike that killed Big.
Like,
but I think he did an ad for Peloton.
He did?
Yeah, and I don't know if it's real, if it's like a parody. But at the end of like whatever the scene is, the Peloton people say, and just like that, because I guess they knew like their bike was going to be used but they didn't know in what context. And then I think they like listed like warnings, like if you have like, this heart condition. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, but anyway, that scene was so bothersome because he dropped his phone in the shower. He was going to take a shower after he was done. So obviously, like, he couldn't pick it up to call 911.
Yeah.
And his arm, like, you could see him, like, grabbing his chest. Carrie gets home, and she's just staring at him. He's still alive. And she's just staring at him. And then he looks at her, and he's just looking at her. And this is, like, the longest thing ever. And then she goes, "John!" And she, like, runs to him and, like, picks him up. She's like, "Oh, John, John, John." And she's just, like hugging him and kissing him. And then it ends, like, and just like that, Big died. And it's just like, but that was so long. I was like, woman, call 911. Chest compressions. Do you have any survival instinct? Like, I was so upset. I was like, he honestly, he wouldn't have died had she called 911.
You think
or did
so?
anything. He was fully fucking alive for at least like 3 minutes. And like, had she called 911, they would have been like, "Okay, you need to do this, this, and this." They would have been on the phone with her, walked her through it. Big would have been in the hospital. Episode 2. I don't know. It was weird. I get like people respond differently in like high pressure like situations.
Yes.
And they're in shock.
Yeah.
But there was like a weird joke that she had made earlier in that episode where she's like, "Oh, you didn't take your nitroglycerin pill or something," or not nitroglycerin. I don't know, some kind of like pill that kills you, that like the spies would take.
That the what?
Cyanide
pills.
That's what it is.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
See, I think it's lazy writing to kill off a character like that just for story's sake, unless their death has like a bigger purpose. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
For me, I feel like that's lazy writing when they just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna kill them off because we need to write about something." No, their death should serve a purpose. So, but I don't know what Big's death's purpose would be. Like, because I feel like Carrie is just, always gonna be Carrie. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it would.
I think it's like because they're coming to terms like with their like age and living, like, I don't know where they are now, but I feel like it's just watching it when I was younger. It almost seemed like a fun fantasy to be able to live in New York and have like tons of money and go to brunch and meet these hot guys. Yes. And now it's like that isn't there anymore.
Yes, absolutely. Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah, it was like its own little universe world where it was just like real enough but not. Now I feel
Yeah.
like they're making it too real. They're making these characters too
Well, they're
human.
making
Well,
it
not human,
real,
but like, yeah,
but not
just
relatable. So, like,
yeah,
Charlotte is the Upper East Side mom that is going to Oscar de la Renta to get dresses for Lily and I don't know what the other daughter's name
Rose.
is. Yeah. Um, just, like, not relatable. And I feel like Kristen Davis was so awkward in her Charlotte character, and maybe it's because she hasn't been that character in such a long time, but I felt like and maybe it's, like, the Botox too, but I just felt like she looked lost. Like, she just there was a scene where she was literally yelling at Rose to put the dress on, and it looks like they literally said, "Action," and then she just started yelling. Like, it was just so awkward, like, the way that the scene cut, and I'm just like, Did you guys just do one take?" And you're like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll take it. Well, this is it." I don't
See, and
know.
that's
And
another thing.
then
I think they just rushed into it too. Like, I feel
yeah,
like there was no reason for this reboot.
I don't think so either. Because now them, like, killing off Big, it's just like, what was the point? Why
Yeah,
are we doing this?
yeah,
It was fine for where
yeah.
you left it before. The whole Samantha thing, like, they did explain it in, like, the first, like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes of how she moved to London. But there was, like, a weird, like, joke where Charlotte's like, "Oh, she's no longer with us." And somebody's like, "What?" And she's like, "Oh, like, she's no longer here in New York. Like, she moved to London. She's not dead." Like, the
Yeah,
way that they, like, played it off. They do reference COVID, and I wish they didn't kinda do that either because
yeah,
we're still living in COVID. They're like, "Remember when we were legally obligated to stand 6 feet apart from everyone?" And, like, nobody's, like, wearing masks, but it's like, it's still not the reality that we're living in. Like, maybe we could
right.
have done without it.
Yeah, just like don't
But
mention it at all.
yeah. But then Carrie had mentioned how her and Samantha had a falling out because the way that the book industry was working, she didn't really need a publicist anymore. So she, like, kind of fired her, and then that, like, kind of made their relationship weird.
Okay, I
So they
mean, I
haven't
guess that's an okay
talked.
explanation, but still, it's so stupid. But again, Samantha wouldn't be pissed by that. You know what I mean? That's not in Samantha. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. And then Miranda's character is just literally the hardest thing to watch. The hardest thing to watch. Like, every time I wanted to record myself again as she was talking because she's taking, like, a different class. So she's back in school and she's in this class with, like, all these kids, and I'm just like, Stop, just stop talking, enough already, okay?" And, like, I don't know who the writers are. I don't, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm not really digging where they're going so far.
okay. Yeah, I just felt like it's just unnecessary. They shouldn't have, especially the fact that Samantha couldn't come back. Like, I feel like Samantha would have made it better. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
she
just,
did send flowers for Big's funeral.
oh,
So I guess they weren't in contact. I don't know. Somebody wasn't answering somebody's phone calls. When Carrie got to where they were having the funeral, because the funeral homes were too old, she picked, like, a venue or something. There's flowers on his casket, and she said, "I said no flowers." And they said, before you said that, like, they came right after he hung up. They gave her the card, and all it said was "Love, Samantha."
oh.
And she saw it, and she's like, "They can stay." And I was like, "Okay." Uh, but otherwise, I don't know. It's I don't know. I think they're, like, trying to keep up with the times, but
It's
it's
just,
like,
it doesn't work anymore. It
no.
doesn't. Because you said it perfectly. It was, Sex and the City was its own thing. It was like this fantasy that most single young girls had, like, oh, go to New York, fancy city, drink cosmopolitans, find a sexy
Mhm.
guy, you know what I mean? Like, just,
Yeah,
living your life to the fullest. And that's just the way it was. It just stayed that way.
right.
Yeah. And they never should have made any of the movies. I don't think
Yeah,
any,
I
like,
mean, I
definitely
didn't
the second
mind.
one, Dubai one, that one should not have been made. The first one was,
Yeah,
it was like Carrie and, Biggs, like, but they ended
happily
up
ever
together
after.
in the series finale. So I feel like they should have just left it at that.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna finish it.
I know. I'm still going to watch it too because I need to know. I need to visually see the
But it is
train
cringy.
wreck.
Yeesh. Stanford. That was
Oh,
sad seeing him.
but I wonder what, like, maybe they just wrote his character out, like, toward the end because I think they weren't finished filming when he passed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they didn't finish. Maybe his character was finished filming. Who knows? But
Mm-hmm.
the series wasn't finished yet when he passed away.
Oh,
So I
so
don't
yeah,
know if
like they
his
definitely rushed it then.
yeah, because I don't know if his because Stanford wasn't in every single episode. Like he always had
Yeah,
little parts and stuff like that and little storylines. So I wonder if how they wrote him in, if it's a storyline that continues or if they could have easily just wrote him out because you can't have like two deaths like that. Like it's just no.
yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe they just write them out. I'm not too sure,
Yeah.
but underwhelmed.
Although, if I will say, if they wanted to be dicks and Duke and they like had Samantha killed off instead, I think a funeral scene would have been funny with like every fucking guy that she was with. They're all like bring back characters and stuff like that. Like that would have been fun. Like they could have had fun with that if they wanted to go that route. But people obviously would have like been pissed because nobody wants Samantha killed off. But there's so many different ways they could have done this if they really wanted to do a reboot. But it's done now, so we're stuck with it.
R.I.P. Big. But yeah, that's all I've watched this week.
Same. I haven't watched anything Christmassy. I need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get in my Christmas spirit. I'll do that this week.
Get in the zone.
And then I'm gonna wait until Insecure's like all up there. So because I watch all the episodes in like one day. So.
Yeah, they're quick, right?
Yeah, super quick. Super quick. So I'm just gonna wait. But yeah, that's all I've been watching. I need to find a new show. I'm kind of tempted to restart Umbrella Academy again.
Oh, yes. But it's just, there's not enough episodes. I feel like you go through them so fast.
Yeah, because there's only 2 seasons.
Yeah.
But I feel like the 3rd season, it's coming out in like a couple months.
I hope so.
Because I don't know if they said January 2022 or they just said 2022.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. But I think I'm going to wait until it's like at least a month before it premieres so that I could like rewatch it and like give myself a refresher. So yeah, but I need some show recommendations.
Yeah, I don't really have anything new that I can recommend.
Yeah. I will do my research and find something. But yeah, do you have anything else you want to add?
No.
It's bedtime.
No.
It's bedtime. All right, everyone. Next week is our final episode for 2021.
Yes.
Holy crap.
No.
Our last episode for 2021. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok. Reach out to us through there. Be sure to rate and subscribe.
Yes.
Yes. And until next time, bye.
Bye.